Welcome to the JB Trio Podcast, Season 1, Episode 10. We made it all the way to 10. I'm Lee McDonald Jr.,
Christopher Woodmansey.
Mark Merchant.
and joining us tonight is Chance Defoe. How you doing, Chance?
Good. How are y'all?
We're doing awesome. So
Yeah.
thank you for joining us.
I appreciate it. I'm glad I'm here. Finally, tax season is kind of brutal lately. We've probably gained about 100 clients. So
Oh, wow.
it's working till midnight basically every day of the week.
Jeez.
Yeah.
That's right. That did happen a couple weeks ago.
But it's over now. So it's
Yep.
calm. All the procrastinators are here, so they don't really care when their tax return is finished. So
Yeah. Oh, I hear you.
That reminds me, I got to file my tax return.
So I thought, Mark, you were going to ask Chris if he and his wife, newly married wife, filed together or are they filing separate?
We filed separate. Okay, we got married in December. So
Oh, yeah, that does make sense. Now, next year, though, is it going to be separate or jointly?
it's going to be separate.
Okay.
No, I'm just joking. No, it's going to be jointly.
I was about to say, Mark,
don't do separate if you don't have to, because it definitely saves you money usually.
No, nice. See, yeah. But I mean, yeah, y'all are expensive, man. $200. Damn.
Ooh.
Camilla, used her family CPA, and then we did it through him, and he charges $200.
Even for the family?
Yeah, right.
Just think about it this way: $200, you lose more than that in brackets. Come on.
Oh wow. Yeah, in like 2 weeks. Yeah.
Oh, my God.
No, I didn't do brackets last week. Okay.
I know. What was up with that?
Because I didn't feel lucky.
Oh, you got to feel lucky?
Yeah.
It's just like the lottery. You don't win if you don't play.
Yeah, but I saw everyone shooting high except for Chance. But yeah.
There was a rumor they were going to throw the foul lights on.
Oh.
Dude, okay, Michael, I didn't expect this from Michael Anderson, but man, okay, so he dissed me pretty hard. I didn't expect that. So we were talking about Camilla picked up the 7-pin by hitting the gutter at the very end and bouncing the ball out. I'm like, come on, Michael, give it to her. She's a girl. She's like, no, we're letting your team slide by a lot. We're letting the foul lights be off. I was like, ouch. I was like, Michael. I was like, I didn't see that coming.
The word spreading just like the Woodmansey is spreading all the way to Plano.
But yeah, Chance, what did you shoot today? Last week? 2 days ago.
Can we talk about what I shot tonight? Because that was
No. This is a JB Trio podcast.
I shot 612. I think
Wow.
it's something like that.
Wow. So, are you sure? Was it?
Yeah, I shot 160 first game and still managed to get to 600 at least.
Yes, pretty good. First, to congratulate you on our podcast live on your recent 800. Congratulations.
I appreciate it.
One-time fluke.
Hey,
foul lights
one
are
time.
a full-time
Did you
fluke.
do 800 today, Chance? On the lead that you
No.
800?
I shot 249, 268, 200 even.
Oh, ew. What happened?
First of all, they weren't hooking at all today. So I started off 4 or 5 spares and then had to go to my strongest ball in the bag. And of course, it started hooking. And then
So it's opposite of Tuesday.
The third game?
Yes, third game, I got lost, yes.
You lost it after shooting those 2 high games?
Yeah, I missed the 10-pin as usual.
That's
And
crazy.
I dropped one off my hand and washed out. And then I pocket 7-10 right after that.
Oh.
So,
Fuck.
it was pretty bad.
That is bad. I'm sorry, dude. That's a 700 series right there.
Right. Unfortunately, our struggling team on JB Trios is made up for on Mondays and Thursdays. We're in third overall in both leagues. We're in first right now for the half in Monday Night Men's.
Nice.
So wait, are you confirming on the podcast when everyone can hear this? Are you confirming that your teammates on JB Trios are letting you down?
No, I'm letting them down.
Are you sure?
Colleen has gotten bowler of the week like 5 times. I've gotten it once.
You can tell us the truth. We're here to help you through this. Like if you feel like your team is sucking, you say the words. Are they sucking?
Not as bad as you're letting Camilla and Brian down.
Oh,
wow.
You right now, we should be the last person in the team if you just made that 9 pin.
Oh my God.
Oh, that was 12 points.
That's a true statement. But
That was 12 points, and there's only a 4-point difference in the standings, which I'll get to here in a little bit.
That's true. You know what? We're going to end the league in 7th place. I guaranteed.
Or you're going to wear a dress?
No, I can't guarantee that. Can you guarantee that? No.
Mark's striking shoes were on this week.
Yeah, he was.
And he also his
688.
abundance head was on too. He thought he got player of the week.
Yep, left Tuesday night thinking Mark had it in the bag, 688, which is 88 over his average, and did the numbers, and looks like Christian beat him by 3 pins. So
See, it
Christian
seems like
made
Mark
bowl
has
of the week.
dementia.
Oh, wait a second.
Oh, hell no.
Well, we were going to have trumpets playing in the background, singing
No.
hallelujah, and we were going to have this
No.
grand big entrance for Mark and give him all the praise for beating me and Chris, the host of JB Trio podcast, the Bowl of the Week. It's still up in the air, so that means the bets keep going. It's $40 now.
Yeah.
We do need to talk about what's going to happen if none of us win it by the end of the season.
Last week, you
know.
got a wig and a skirt.
We do. We all have to. How about that? We all have to wear.
You do.
We all. No one wins it. If no one wins it, we all have to dress up like that.
I'll let you win whatever the dollar amount is if you wear a wig and skirt for 3 games. You might need that because you're going to be down $200.
All right, we can do this. Whoever is low man can either pay money or option to wear the dress.
What do you mean low, man? Like lowest average? Oh,
That's
that's,
an
a good.
idea.
That's,
That's just an idea.
that's a good. That's a good. Thank you. That's not bad.
I'm sure I'll win it before then, anyways.
I was about to say one of us has got to win it before then.
Yeah, I'm gonna win. I'm gonna win it next week.
All right, we'll see.
Haven't you said that like every week?
And I also said the Cowboys will win the Super Bowl every year.
That's true. That's true.
All right, guys. So just to go over what we all did last week, Chance against Mark was Team 2, Rednecks and a Yank against Team 3, Beard 30.
So we started out the first game. I was using a too aggressive bowling ball, so I could not get it to turn the corner correctly to get the 10 out, and I whiffed 3 10 pins first game. I did spare the 9, though, so we're good on that.
Oh, okay. That's good. That's good.
Chris's nemesis pin.
I think Ron beat me by 80 that game. I ended up catching him the last 2, didn't get totals. I think I ended up losing totals by 20-ish, somewhere around there. So we split. I wasn't too mad about it, but
I mean, I thought, you came out of it after the first game for sure. And Larry and Colleen didn't bowl that bad either. Other than the first game, things were tight all the way down to the 9th and 10th frame. God, we lost the last game by 4 pins.
yeah, that was. Ron was getting very frustrated at that last game. I saw him.
That was a tough one to lose. Ron struggled for sure there.
Yeah,
What was
But
the
was
point
fun.
differential?
we only won 10.
Yeah, it was 38 and 10.
Fuck.
38 and 10. Mark's team edged them out. And then the next pair was my team. We bowled against the first place team. And I think we put a little bit too much pressure on us last week during the podcast because when we bowled them, they bowled lights out. Even Sierra made bowl of the week for the lady. That's how good she bowled. I think she even bowled a 200 on a scratch. Logan bowled good. Kiefer bowled really good. He bowled like 670 almost. They ended up taking 36 from us to get that last game. And we all wanted to come back and get total. And it was within reach, but just ran out of frames. So they took 32 from us. They have solidified themselves in the top, but they lost their first place spot. Further to the results of last week, Team 7 bowled the blind, crushed them, bowled 144 from the blind, only ended up losing 2 games. Chris, your team are next to them. So Team
What does
8,
that
Team
stand
ICP,
Increased cranial pressure.
not that.
Stupid. No, it stands for Insane Clown Posse.
So they ended up bowling against Chris's protege, Christian. Christian, how about that? Christian actually bowled Bowl of the Week this week. So he edged out Mark. He bowled so good that they ended up winning as a team. They took 33.
We don't have to say the points. This is all about having fun. It's a fun league.
Yeah, you're right.
Points don't matter.
You're gonna talk about it. You're going to talk about it.
The points don't matter. I believe we all win 48. If they win 48, we win 48.
So the
It's a-
actual points was 33-15. With the recap, it was Team 5 bowling against Team 4. Another big week for those two teams to solidify themselves in the top. Turned out to be 4 family. Team 5,
Yeah.
all the prides, ended up kicking butt, and they won 44 from Dwayne and Richard. And Trent wasn't there this week. They had a substitute. They thought they were bringing in a ringer. Turned out to be didn't. Unfortunately for Dwayne's team, they only won 4, dropped a few places in the standings. So they, like my team, slipped on their opportunity to beat a top contender and have fallen in the standings. So to go over the standings, we have a new first place team. 4 family has passed Cankles and Quasi. So they are now the first place with 456 total wins for this half. Cankles and Quasi is at 450. Third place, Chris's and Ass, which is Ricky's team. They're at 408, followed by Crank Yankers at 398. That's us. Two Rednecks and a Yank. That's Mark's team. They're slightly behind. And fifth, which is at 396. I'd hit that. Also pretty close. They were third. Now they're in sixth. So they're at 394, but there's all those teams that are fighting for that third place spot. And then we have Triple X at 338, Beard 30, 313, and then Team ICP 309.
And you're only 147 behind the first place team, Chris.
I know, so there's a chance. So there's a chance.
Yeah, if we had maybe another 30 some odd weeks of bowling, maybe.
Yeah.
Wow, that's fucked up.
Or maybe if you bowled the vacancy team for the next 3 weeks,
Hey, they do bowl them next
I
week.
could get them for 2
Yeah.
weeks.
That's an easy 32 points right there.
He may actually get his bet finished in the league in 7th place.
Yeah, see? And then we have Beer 30 next week. Like after that, it's going to be easy week. I mean, come on.
So Beard 30, of course, is Chance.
Yeah, I'm going to beat him again like I did the other time.
And hey, Chance, I'll give you a warning. It's going to be a late night bowl him. You'll be the last one's done.
Oh, I already plan on it. We all know the reason, and I know he wouldn't say it, but I'll go ahead and say it. Brian takes his sweet ass time
Oh, my God.
every week.
Well, as it happens, we just finished this past week, and the team that handed me the score sheet last was Chris's team.
Of course.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
all
Chris, I don't hear you defending your bowling buddy.
I mean, it's just a true statement. True statement.
You got nothing to say. No comment.
No, okay, no comment.
So
Mhm.
for the podcast, I'll go ahead and record every single attempt at a 9-pin that Chris shoots.
Oh my God! No way! I have
Just to
never. I
make
have not
sure.
missed one. I have not missed one yet since that day.
A
All right?
12-point swing.
I mean, would y'all believe me that if I said I missed on purpose to build like a cliffhanger to build a moment? No.
Camilla accused you of missing it on purpose.
Yeah. Would y'all
She was
believe me if
not
I said
happy.
that?
She was not happy
No.
with that.
No. Okay.
I would just believe that you choked it.
I did. I really did. That's the truth. I choked it. I
Mark
really did.
said
I'm
he
mad at
bowled
myself.
wood.
Yeah, I fucking choked it. I mean, I thought too hard about it. I went slow. I bowled my arms slow. I didn't follow through. I pulled it. It was bad.
But your legs
Well, you-
were shaking too.
It was.
The music was turned off. Everybody in the league was watching because it was the
Yeah, that's why I didn't like. I did not like
that.
that. I did not like how I had like 20 people watching me. Like, come on.
That's what
Well,
happens
you're gonna
when
get-
your
you're
team
gonna-
finishes last every week.
You got to make sure you got the pressure feeling behind you on a 9-pin. Now you know exactly what it will feel when you have a front 11.
Oh my God. I had front 11. And then
did.
you know, Mark, I did have front 11. Then Mark freaking did a whole choking on his neck.
I think we have proof of that on the Facebook page. We saved that video.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
That was last year, I think it was.
That's
So, yeah,
horrible.
Chris, you guys bowl the blind team next week. Looks like Ricky's going to bowl against Dwayne's team. Chris is an ass, team 7 against team 4. I'd hit that. Looks like Mark's team is going against the what used to be the first place team, Cankles and Quasi. So that'll be a good week.
Wow, 0 points for y'all.
I think you said that last week.
Okay, I give y'all 4.
Every week.
I give y'all 4. There we go. 4.
I'm going to need a lot more than 48.
Yeah, because Chance, you guys bowl the new first place team, which is on fire.
4 family?
Yep, 4 family.
Oh shit! Oh
The
shit!
hottest team in the league right now. And Mark, you guys won that first half. And if there was any team I'd be afraid to bowl against for the whole championship, it'd be them.
Well, see, that's a good question right there. I mean, Chance, like you're about to go against a friendly contender.
Yes.
We need your
I
chance
am.
this week. If Mark needs you, I mean,
Like, how is that relationship?
All I'm saying is last time me and Andrew bowled, he had me pinned down.
Really?
All
I
around.
remember
I was
that.
down. And I
remember
came
was
back
talking
and
with
I won
Dad.
total.
Yeah.
Oh, you took 1 for 4.
You were on fire that week.
No.
I remember seeing strikes
split.
and you were hollering.
You split.
Yeah,
Oh, you
were
split.
Fired up for it.
Yeah, it's fun. It's me and Andrew have a little bit of history. We're pretty big rivals, I would say, now that we're bowling in the same league. So
Right?
Yeah.
Right.
It's a
You
fun
guys
one. It's a
bowled
fun
against
one.
each other in high school. Yeah, it was.
Yeah, so he bowled for Flower Mound and we bowled for Louisville. Unfortunately, at that time I wasn't very good. Their team was
Wait, you say you're
This
good
was-
now?
I would hope so. I mean,
I'm
I'm okay, but yeah. So their team was actually solid. They had Travis Davenport 220. They had Sean Vaughn 220. They had Andrew. I think he was 220 as well. They won state probably I think 4 or 5 times in a row.
Wow.
And they probably one of the best teams. So just to be in contention with them occasionally was fun. It was very competitive. It was my first year ever bowling, 2012. My senior year, Kevin Bowman, actually former JV Trio bowler, actually got me into bowling. And then it was just one day at lunch. He said, "Hey, you want to join the bowling club?" I found out my AP physics teacher was the coach, so I thought it would be fun, and ended up falling in love with it.
Wow.
Nice. And you've had some honor scores since then?
I have 3 300s and 1 800 now.
Wow, that's good. That's pretty awesome.
And way too many front nines recently than I would like.
Well, this week is a big week. You're going against your rival, just like in high school. They've been on a tear for the last month and a half. We'll be rooting for each chance, but we root for everybody. But particularly, it'll be a fun night to watch you guys bowl.
Yeah, I just want to win at least half my points because I don't want to fall past ICP. I just want to stay ahead of them.
No, it's gonna happen. No, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
Oh man!
If it doesn't happen, then I'm not coming back. I'm not.
And of course, my team next week is going to bowl against Christian's team. Christian, who made Bowler of the Week, along with Mike Henderson and Mike Ensline. We always love bowling against those guys, but I'm going to try to take up Mark on his suggestion to bowl that team and buy Mike a pizza, and then I'm going to have a few shots for Henderson.
Right.
And then I'm going to have Chris come down and give Christian a few pointers, and then maybe we'll get lucky.
And that's it. Yeah.
No, I should have done that, but Mike Ensline was freaking killing us. Freaking lucky. His lucky ass shot. Gosh, it's annoying.
One of our few lefties in the league.
Should have got him a couple shots.
I should have, but he was in the second game. Oh my, he was like, he was so lucky. Michael Ensline is like so freaking lucky. He had a 4-bagger in the mid game. He had from 4 to 8, frames 4 to 8. He had a 4-bagger, and he was over here just jolly. Yeah. And he's all happy. I'm like, wow, dude.
That's right. Should have got him a pizza. He would have been into the pizza and not the bowling.
Yeah, I should have. Yeah.
They even got Henderson trying to dog you with the foul light.
Yeah, exactly. They were in my head. I was trying to get in their head, but they was like, man, welcome to Chris Probes the Guest. Today's guest is family friend, base lover, ex-lover, whatever you want to say, Chance Defoe.
Oh my
What
God.
up?
Hello, Chance. How are you today?
I'm pretty good. Our team just won 19 tonight, so we're trying to hang up into the standings. We're 3rd overall, but we're in 13th we were in 13th for the half, but the person that we bowled tonight was ahead of us. They weren't ahead of us by a lot. I think probably by maybe 5, so we got caught up with them. So that's it. Good night. I've been feeling pretty good today.
Who's all on your team?
It is, Trenta Peso's team.
Yeah.
They're Mike Alexander, me, Brandon Gent, Hillary, Brandon's girlfriend, and then Mike's wife, Paula. We still have we have a couple more people. We have Josh in the pro shop on our team and his wife as well. But
that's a good handicap team right there. Like, it's balanced. It's balanced.
A good handicap.
Yeah, Chance Defoe and Brandon, the cleaners, and we got 3 people, and it's a good cleaner. It's a good even team.
I'm trying to pass Brandon for anchor right now. So I shot 717 tonight, and he shot 709. So that didn't help. But
no, it didn't help. No,
it's fine. I'll take it.
Fine. Okay. So you talked about how you got into bowling your senior year. So what inspired you to continue bowling?
I'd probably have to say my competitive nature. I can't continue to be bad at something, so I continue to do it until I figure out how to be good at it. I just can't. I play a lot of disc golf lately. I just got into it about a year and a half ago. I cannot stop playing that either until I figure out how to be good. And I get an ace. Eventually, I come close. I just can't get one. Mm-hmm. It's just competitive nature. That's it.
No. Okay. So did you take any bowling tips from pros, or who do you idolize when training yourself?
Well, I've had a few tips from pros, Linda Barnes and Chris Barnes.
Personally,
yeah. They did the JDRF, and he actually was on our pair lane. It was a 9-pin no tap tournament. It was kind of like a coaching session at the same time. I ended up shooting 823 to win the scholarship money. He actually taught me a whole bunch of stuff, how to make sure keep my elbow in and not let it flail, so you're more accurate where you're hitting your target. The only other one I had was at Junior Gold with Tommy Jones occasionally. We were just kind of back and forth. He would just trying to get my timing right, me keep dropping the ball a little earlier. But other than that, no, there's a lot of practice.
All right, so you still have a heart for bowling? It will never die?
I'd say so. There's occasionally where kind of get drained and needed some time off, and I understand that. But I'm bowling 3 nights a week now, occasionally 4 when I bowled a Plano tournament that Tyson's been running, and now I'm bowling Sunday in the Baker. Pretty strong love for it still.
Okay. So on Tuesday, have you bowled it Tuesday with JB Trios? Have you bowled that league before? This is your first time?
No, I've actually bowled it. How many times have I bowled it, Lee? I think like two times.
Yeah, it's been there's been a few times.
Yeah.
You bowled with your buddy Kevin Bowman and Cole.
Oh,
Sawyer.
Yeah,
So
and then Michael Wimpy as well. So maybe
Michael
3
Wimpy is
seasons.
right. This summer we're going to go duo, so we hope you come back for that, but we understand if not.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's my partner. He's coming back.
Oh, there you
It's like every guest we have, Chris is trying to recruit.
I promise you, he won't be recruiting me. I can't be a partner with somebody that lifts 910.
Oh my god!
They all slammed the door on him.
Yeah, no, they all did. They all run away. So
yeah, I heard the foul lights are getting fixed this summer, so I definitely am trying to find somebody other than
I need change centers. I need to change centers. So Chance, now this league has about 10 teams, very good players and very bad players. So what team do you feel like when you see them that you're going against, oh yes, this is a team I love playing against because I play my best? And what team do you feel like, oh, I'm kind of like weary of this team because they're really good and I hate playing against them? Who are those 2 teams?
There's 2 teams that I truly like. I do not like going against Lee's team at all because I feel like every time I watch them bowl, they are lighting it up. And especially like Peyton. I think Peyton has gone, I could say probably about 2 seasons ago, he was struggling. And now he can put up just as big as scores as anybody else in the league.
Yes.
And he's gotten so much more consistent, and then of course Lee's always consistent. And then what's Mark? What's the nickname? What's the nickname for their leadoff for Lee Junior?
Yeah, the gutter duster.
Gutter duster.
Gutter duster.
Yeah, he can kill it too.
Yeah,
and then I'd probably say the one team that drives me nuts the most is Ricky's team. Ricky manages to shoot almost 600 every single time we bowled him, and Jerry 170. Yep, and then his mom, I swear, might be one of the top spare shooters against my team. She's shooting 90% on spare. It's frustrating, but it's always a good thing. I don't ever root for anybody to bowl bad except for Chris. So
I thought you were going to say he inspired you the most.
Exactly. That's what I thought.
He inspires me to beat him. That's what he inspires me to do. That's it.
Clearly, it didn't work because you bowled less than me. But okay.
Just wait for sweeper. We'll be putting money on it.
Oh.
I'm already out $200 at the beginning of it, so.
And you all face each other again the week after next, so not this upcoming week, but the week after.
Yeah.
I'll have to save all my strikes for that.
We're going to have to do a live from the Bowling Alley podcast.
Oh, no, not again. No,
Yeah,
not that shit again.
Yeah,
No.
you know you guys are going to finish last, and me and Mark are going to be down there to start the podcast.
All right, so last question, Chance. So if you can bowl a different way from players on our league, if you could bowl just like them, who would it be?
That is a great question. I might have to say Andrew, just because he's lengthy, but at the same time, he gets down to the foul line, and it makes it seem so effortless. I don't feel relaxed as much as I should. He doesn't have to do anything with the ball, and it still hooks every time.
You guys have both high backswing, too, which I've always wanted.
Yeah. I feel like Andrew has a Dino Costello swing because of the way he bends his arms. I just find it weird. Every time he bends his arm like that when the backswing, it's just weird to me.
He's got such a smooth release. He can hook the ball a ton.
Yeah.
Yep.
Thank you for letting me probe you.
Not a problem. Not a problem.
I was going to say, if we can get Ricky on this podcast once, maybe Chris will be able to this summer.
Is Ricky still bowling?
No. That'll be the one time I don't. That'll be the one time I don't recommend the partner.
Is Ricky still working at Hooters?
I
I don't
don't know.
know.
Well,
That's a
think
good
he
question.
is.
He hasn't missed a Tuesday in a while. So
yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point.
maybe he got fired for harassment.
I know. All right, so we'll go down the line. I'll go first. So predictions on who's going to win the league. We've got two teams right now duking it out, and it looks like it's going to come down to them two. Four Family, which is Andrew, who we just got done talking about, and Kankles and Quasi is also bowling really good.
Who's in
And,
third?
it is Ricky's team, but four teams within looks like 12 points of being in third. So it's going to be interesting who takes third. But from second to third, it's 42 points. So it looks like it's just going to come down to two teams. I'm thinking because I've said it every week, most dangerous team in the league, Four Family. I really think that they got a good shot. They won the whole league last year. They won both halves last year in the championship. Looks like they're on their way to win another half and possibly the whole championship. And my money would be on them. If we had to make a bet, I'd say my money would be on Four Family winning this thing.
I was thinking Kankles because Logan, and Sierra, all handicap. They still have handicap, even though they're high bowlers. We all know, Chance know for a fact Logan his handicap, his average should be higher. Sierra's average should be higher. Kiefer should be higher. But they started off really sucky in the beginning. Handicap set. I honestly think Kankles going to win it.
Yeah, I would have said Kankles and Quasi's. First of all, I would have said Four Family, but watching what Kankles and Quasi's did to you, Lee, this week, they're right in there. You know what I mean? They can surprise somebody. It's going to be tough between those two. I think it's going to come down to that position round night as to who's going to win it. Be a toss-up. I would have definitely been saying Four Family until I saw what Kankles and Quasi's did to you this week. And you're a good team.
So 2-1. Chance, who's yours?
I would actually have to say Kankles and Quasi.
Three.
The reason I'm saying that is I need them to win because Logan has to give me my cut.
Shit.
If he's hearing this podcast,
He does. He listens.
I can't remember who it was. It was me and somebody else walked down to lane 32, and we're talking about how he needs to get his jump step because he was leaning off to the side a lot. So we were trying to help him try to keep his balance at the foul line, and what do you know? He's bowling better ever since. So
he does.
I'm taking
because he was a big hopper and kind of like what Peyton does a little bit. I've been trying to get on to him about it, but I have noticed that, especially this last week when I bowled him, he's gotten rid of that hop and he's balanced. And man, you're right, he is killing it.
Yeah. So I'm requesting a 20% cut. Of any league winnings and bracket winnings of sweeper.
Oh, it's not free like when Chris Barnes gave you free advice, you charge?
Yeah, I had to pay for the tournament, so technically he got his charge.
So we're confirming for doubles in the summer.
We are. It's going to start May 31st. The meeting's going to be at 8:30. Going to run 14 weeks from May 31st till the last week of August. So far, I haven't sent out any confirmations yet. I just literally started the Facebook page, event page this week. It's still early. We had 14 teams last year. We're hoping to get maybe more than that this year.
So how are we running the playoffs for the season?
We will probably have to make suggestions until the league meeting.
No, this season, not the summer season, but like the ending of this league right here.
Oh, we've already got it set. There's no playoff.
Okay.
We have to do that in the league meeting. So it's just standard bowling. We just finished position round on week 36, and then week 37 sweeper, except for the two teams that won each half is going to bowl heads up for first place.
And who was it that won that first half?
Oh, yeah. That was two rednecks and a yank.
Oh, yeah.
We'll have to see who they face, though, because it's going to be interesting.
That'd be funny to be Kankles and Quasis. It's Kankles and Quasis versus two redneck and a yank. So it's old versus young.
Now, look, I like both teams. I'd rather both teams there are deserving. You know what I mean? It's going to come down to position rounds, honestly.
Andrew took over the highest average against Ron. I think he's at 211 and Ron's at 210.
Yeah.
Mark, who would you rather bowl in the roll-off?
Me, of course. Come on.
No, I would honestly, I would say I would like to bowl Four Family only because last season they swept both halves.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there you go.
That's the truth. That's the truth.
I remember last night they won the first half, and Mark said we got to pull out all the stops and try to have them avoid winning the championship, which when you sweep both halves and become grand champion, we haven't had that league. I took over in 2016. We haven't had it then. Ken Johnson and Carl ran the league before that for many, many years, and I still can't remember who did it. I think actually my team may have done that once, but that was like 15 years ago, so it's been a long time. That was back when I used to bowl good.
Maybe we ought to mention who the King of the Hill was this week, too.
Who I know I took second. Who was it? You, Mark? Did you win that?
That's right. It was me.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Okay, we'll throw that in. All right. So, bowler of the week for the men was Christian Gomez with 91 pins over. And a couple of honorable mentions to Andrew Pride, who shot 711. And, of course, Mr. Mark Merchant, who shot 688. We all thought he was bowler of the week. We were going to have a grand... we were going to have a grand entrance for Mark. We were going to have trumpets blaring and music playing, and Chris was going to praise Mark from the whole podcast to finish.
Yeah.
But it ended up not happening. Christian beat him by 3 pins to win bowling of the week for the men.
And we're still having an audit done on that.
Results unofficial.
Yes.
Bookmaker.
Yeah, like I said, Chance, every Lee can shoot a 700 series, Peyton can have a 700, and their averages go down.
That's like I need to start charging $200 like some of the CPAs.
Yeah, you'll get your money tomorrow, Lee. I got you.
So bowler of the week for the ladies was Sierra Forrest. Of course, she bowled that against my team this past week. Shot 51 pins over average, and man, she did. I watched every ball she threw, and she killed it. Congratulations go to her. With honorable mentions going to Jerry and Colleen. Both had good series this week.
What about King of the Hill?
So King of the Hill is, of course, our extra bet we have with the brackets. King of the Hill honors go to Mr. Mark, the Ancient Warrior Merchant, one King of the Hill.
Yeah.
All right. Good job. Everybody clap. Hey.
Mark,
you're the best bowler in the league. Congratulations.
You suck. All right. Thank you guys for hearing our episode 10. Thank you, Chance, for being our guest of the week. All right, guys. Come back for episode 11. If you do not come back next week, you're going to be like Mark when you play a great game and you think you got player of the week. Thank you.
That was great. Chance, thanks, buddy, for joining. We
had a lot of
fun, and thanks. Appreciate you.
Thanks for having me.